What up, YouTube? Jordan Lance, REDEYE Racing, back for another video today. Today, we're changing the oil on the REDEYE.
Didn't even get to cross.
Alright guys, we're back. Got all my essentials laid out in front of me. I'm going to take you through them one by one just in case you guys want to do it. Show you all the tools that you need. And yeah, so let's start over here. Obviously we got our little dolly over here for moving around under the car. You can use a crawler, which is a lot nicer, but I just have an old crappy furniture dolly, so that's what we're using today. We got our Rhino ramps over here stacked on top of each other to lift up the car and get underneath of it. We got our oil pan here for pouring out the old oil from the oil pan and the oil cooler. We got a standard little funnel. This is the oil filter, the new oil filter we're going to throw on here, and it is not just the standard one, it is the SRT oil filter. We use this one because it says SRT on it, obviously. No, but it is a little higher flowing, much better part than the regular one. So there's the part number there. You guys want to grab that one, it's like $5 or $6 more, well worth the $5 to get a much higher flowing, better performing oil filter. Over here we got another pretty cool part. It's a magnetic oil drain plug from Mishimoto. Always a good idea to throw this on. Is it gonna change the world? Is it, you know, gonna save your engine? Maybe not, but it makes me feel better that any of the metal that's running through there will get caught up by this drain plug. Always want to do regular oil changes to get all the particles out of there, but this will, you know, just give me some reinforcement in between oil changes. We got our 0W40 up here. This is the only oil we recommend using. You know, there's some good mobile one out there, but the 0W40 is what is recommended for the Hellcat, so definitely want to throw that in there. We got our oil filter cap wrench here, which is going to be used to take off the old oil filter and to put this new one in. So, you can see there. What else we got? Oh, we got these little fasteners here, which are on some of the pans that we have to remove to get to the oil pan and the oil cooler. So I have some extra ones. They're the same ones that install the splitter guard, so in case any of the ones that are on there get messed up and I can't reuse them, we got some extra ones. We'll use our flathead just to kind of lift it up, and then we can use the pliers to pry them out if we need to, but they shouldn't be that hard to get out. We got the torque wrench over here, which is going to tell me exactly how tight I am tightening the plugs when we put them back on. We got a breaker bar here just in case I can't get anything undone, but should be able to get by without using this massive wrench. And then we got our socket kit over here. We should need a 7mm to remove one of the underbody pans, and then we need a 10mm for some other little bolts down there. I'm going to use this little extension right here, this little ratchet, to work with the oil wrench right here. So we'll pop those in. It'll give me a little more clearance as I'm removing the filter. We probably need a little bigger extension, but this is what we're going to work with today. So yeah, I think that's everything. And we'll go down there, set the loom cubes up, get the footage done, and yeah, let's do it. It is very tight under here. I was only able to get one of the wheels all the way up on the ramp. The other one I could not clear the splitter in time. So if you see here, we got these little 10mm bolts we need to get out, and there's a 1 over here. We got 4, there's a 2 here and a 3 there. This is the first cover that we're supposed to take off, and you're supposed to take these off in order of the numbers and put them back in order. I don't think it really matters, but we're gonna do it in order, so we'll do a little speed up there so you don't have to watch me unscrew 4 bolts. We are ready to take off the first cover. We're just gonna slide it back here. There's some loose zip ties here from when we put the halo lights on. We can slide the cover out here. And we have access to the oil pan and the oil filter right here. Here's the oil pan with the oil drain plug there. And the oil filter, which we will take out with our little wrench. Oh yeah, and with our little extension we'll be totally fine. I thought it was a little higher. We'll be good to go. All right, so we are, ooh, some oil leaking through here. We got it loosened up. Now I'm going to remove the cap here. Should come spraying out for me. We're gonna let this drain for a good 10 minutes. There we go. Streaming. Oh wow. Hope this pan's big enough.
So good. Good job.
And then we can take the filter off. Alright guys, we got our filter extension here. Our oil is almost done draining up in here. So we're gonna pop this filter loose. That the whole time. All right, got the old oil filter off. What's up, YouTube? So this is how we're gonna get access to the oil cooler. We'll pop off this bolt right here, this one right here, another one over here, one on the outside here. Alright, so we gotta take these little 7mm bolts off that are placed along the front bumper, so let's see if we can get these suckers off pretty easily. More bolts and the oil cooler will be mine. You know, they could really make this easier. Like, just put the oil cooler so you don't have to remove one of these.
Yeah.
Alright, you ready?
Ready.
Okay, I see. There we go.
Cool.
The oil cooler is right over here. We gotta take this bolt off and drain it, but it looks like it's gonna drain right onto my lift. So I don't know how that's gonna work. We are going to empty the oil cooler now. We got a 15mm for this bolt. I think we can hand do it now. Alright, there we go. Oh. Definitely missed the pan. And probably all over the limb cube, but yeah, so you can see how fast this oil is coming out. A lot slower, but definitely want to get that dirty oil right there out of there. So we are going to put the plug back in this guy and then run a little bit of oil through the engine just to clear out anything that's left. And then we will fill her up. Alright guys, so now we are going to run about a half quart through the engine just to clear out any of the crap that was left in there. It should flow out the bottom pretty good. Put a half quart, it's good. Let's see what's happening down below. Much cleaner looking oil right there. Just let that run through. And we'll throw the plug back in. We want to clean up any oil that's on the pan right here so that when we start it up, if we have a leak, we can see where it's coming from. Clean up all this that came from the filter up in here where the filter was. Clean all that jazz up. We're gonna grab that sucker out of here, throw some oil in it. We'll pop this little plastic piece off the top. We're going to fill it up with some oil. We're gonna let it soak in for just a second. And then we're gonna pour some more in there. Then we are going to screw that sucker back in. Screw it up in there. Alright guys, we got our oil drain cap back on, we got our oil filter on, we got the oil cooler drained and that cap back on. Now it's time to fill her up with some oil, start her up, check the dipstick, and then fill a little more and we should be good to go. Alright, so we almost made it all the way through. Got oil all over my hair, all over my hands, all over the ground, but we almost made it. First oil change, expected some difficulties, so let's finish her up. All right, oil's ready to go in. Hopefully we got no leaks under there. We're going to use around 7 quarts. We'll probably start with 5 to 6 and then start her up and run another one. And we'll be good to go. Oil pressure is right where we want to be, between 47, popped up to around 65 when we hit about 3,000 RPMs. Oil temps 200. Now we're gonna reset this oil life, so we gotta turn off the car. We're going to put it in run. Okay, once we get run, we get our dash to turn on. We've got oil life. Okay, yes, the red key's in use. Thank you. Now leave me alone. Oil life. So there's 2 ways to do this. I think you can either hold OK to reset it, or we can pop down here and hit the accelerator 3 times. So I'm just gonna hold OK to reset. Boom, 100% life. Good to go. All right, we just changed the oil.
Woo! You did.
My shirt is off because there was oil all over it. Didn't want to get it all over the seats. I'm not just trying to, you know, have my shirt off for no reason. But yeah, it was a little messier than we would have liked. But yeah, we got through it. Overall, I think it went pretty well. If you like what you guys saw, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Jordan Lance, Amber Ferguson, REDEYE Racing. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Never gonna give you up. I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna say goodbye. No. Never gonna give